Growing up in the 80s, it was a great time at Christmas because that's when you finally could get the toy you've been waiting all year for. But you would ask for it and you would get something that was close to it, but wasn't exactly what you asked for. Let's take a look at 10 of those. Ho, 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 and all that crap. It's Christmas time. What a wonderful time as a kid. And then you became an adult and you realize it's expensive. Man, is it expensive. You're going to be paying on that credit card for the next 8 months, if you're lucky. Probably the next 8 years, depending on what your kids want. Well, today, you know what we're going to look at? 10 times as a kid you asked for something back in the 80s and you got something, not what you asked for, but your parents did their best, I guess, and got you the closest thing. Either maybe what you wanted was popular and was sold out, or maybe what you wanted, they just didn't even know what you were talking about. They were like, what the heck is a Pac-Man? They never heard that growing up. So they got you the best thing they could. So we're going to look at 10 of these. And believe me, it's going to be awesome. Don't believe me, do you? Well, it's going to be. It's going to take you back to your childhood. So let's start with number 10. You waited all year to get a new game for your Atari 2600. It came with combat, but that gets boring. And you probably had Maze Craze because it was cheap. But again, that gets boring. So you couldn't wait to get a new game. And what was the top one on your list? Well, for one of those years, it was Pitfall. Everybody wanted to be Pitfall Harry. It was kind of like a Indiana Jones game. You already had Raiders, and that shit was hard to play. Although I beat Raiders. My brother had to tell me how. I don't know how you figured it out. It was... If you never played the Raiders Atari game, I love it, though. I love it. But anyway, getting back to Pitfall, you couldn't wait. Put it at the top of your list. Mom, Dad, I don't know, Grandma, Grandpa, whoever you live with, I don't know. But you put on the top of your list, and you said, I want Pitfall. And then Christmas came. Did you get Pitfall? Nope, you didn't get Pitfall. What did you get? Tomboy. What's Tomboy? Well, look at it. Looks just like Pitfall. But you get laughed out of the second grade classroom if you tell everybody, hey, you want to come over to my house and play Tomboy? No one wants to play with your Tomboy. Trust me, I asked a lot of people to play with mine. And that, my friends, brings us to number 9. I almost said number 6. I don't know what I'm talking about. Ho, 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 Merry Christmas time. Number 9. If you were like me, you were a big fan of the movie Rambo. Or First Blood. I was a more big fan of First Blood. I like Rambo also. It was huge. I had me a whole combat knife with a compass and fishing line on it. Like I was going to sew myself up. I was 9 years old. What was I doing with a buck knife? I don't know if it's called a buck knife. I don't know what it's called. I've heard that when I used to hang out with some country folk. But I had this big old hunting knife. I had a compass in it. Fishing line. Anyway, what I really wanted was the Rambo M16 gun. Doesn't that look awesome? Who didn't want that? I begged my parents for it. Christmas is coming. Get me that M16. Did I get that M16? Did I ever get that M16? No. What did I get? A wooden gun with a cork on the end of it. Thanks, Dad. This ain't 1952 anymore. We want M16s. Or at least get me the Rambo Uzi. Sorry about that. I always forget to mute my computer before I make my videos. Sorry about that. There, it's muted, okay? Get over it. You don't have to tell me in the comments section. Ho, Merry Christmas time. Whew. Number 7. You ask your mom and dad to get you a lightsaber. A Kenner Star Wars lightsaber. How could they go wrong with that? I know, they're going to get you some generic lightsaber. No, they didn't even get you that. Nope. You know what your dad did? He gave you the old tube from the wrapping paper that he used to wrap up your sister's Barbie dream house with. That's no lightsaber. You hit one or two things with that thing, it's going to snap in half. But then I guess it's kind of cool because you got some nunchucks. But you didn't get your lightsaber. Ho, ho, ho. You didn't get your lightsaber. Yeah, I'm drinking out of a mug that has pictures of Star Wars toys on it. And yes, you can get this at junkmanmerch.com. We sell more than just shirts, but everything's 40% off over there, and the shirts are $14. Unless you're a fat ass and needs an extra large or something. Like me. I have to buy an extra large. Or 2X maybe. I don't know. Depends. I don't like my clothes to touch my body. I wish I could have like a shower curtain around my body, and I'd be happy. I don't want clothes to touch me. May I start doing these videos in the nude? Maybe that should be my resolution for 2023. In the nude, baby. In the nude. Okay, where are we at now? Number 6. Ho, 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 Merry Christmas. Number 6. You couldn't wait all year to get a poster of Alyssa Milano. Remember how hot she was in the 80s? Now, I know she was a kid in the 80s, but we were a kid in the 80s, so it's okay for me to say she was hot back then. I'm not saying, I'm not looking at it in adult eyes. I'm looking at my kid eyes. She was a hot teenager, and I was a hot teenager in the 80s. I want Alyssa Milano stuff. I don't want no poster of Alyssa Milano now. No, I don't. It's just, whoo. She went off the nut cage. But you wanted a poster of Alyssa Milano. You wanted a poster of Alyssa Milano. And what did your parents get you? A poster of Charlotte Rae. Where did you even find a poster of Charlotte Rae, Mom and Dad? Where? Where do you even get such an item? That was before the internet. Yeah, I still hung it up. I'm not a fool. I got to spank it or something. We didn't have internet porn back then. And it's better than scramble porn. Yeah, we had scramble porn. You kids today, you don't know the horror of scramble porn. Sends chills down my back just thinking about it. You know how many times when I wasn't even sure if it was a woman. I know I shouldn't be talking like this. Just keeping it friendly. Sorry, maybe I'll put some beeps in there. And now, let's go to number 5. Another Kenner Star Wars toy you asked for. Jabba the Hutt action figure playset. Jabba sitting on his throne. Comes with a Salacious B crumb. It was going to be a lot of fun. You're like, oh, I cannot wait to get that. Got a Rancor to go with it. I got to have the Jabba. I got to have it. And what do you get when you open your presents on Christmas Day? Jabba Dungeon playset. The most boring playset of all the Star Wars playsets. I'm not talking that cardboard crap from Sears, like the Bespin whatever. I'm talking playset. This thing was crap. And it came with 3 figures. Crappy figures. It wasn't even the Power of the Force one. Now, number 3. This isn't really a present, but it had to do with Christmas time, so I had to put it on the list. Number 3. You beg your parents to take you to the mall so you can sit on Santa Claus's lap and tell him what you want for Christmas. Ho, 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 little boy. What do you want for Christmas? What do you want to tell me that you'll be disappointed that you don't get? Ho, 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 tell me. Well, your parents didn't even take you to the mall. Nope. Where they take you? They took you to see the Santa Claus at Kmart. That looked like he was still hung over from a late night bender hanging out with Carol, who works in Railway. Nobody wants to go to Kmart and sit on a Santa Claus lap. Mall Santa lap. Yes. Kmart Santa lap, you don't want to be nowhere near that. Trust me. You don't. You don't want to be nowhere near that area. Crotch. You don't want to be nowhere near that. Where are we at now? Number 2. You beg for a General Lee toy and a Bo and Luke Duke action figure to play with. It's going to be a lot of fun. You're going to build ramps and everything. You're going to have it jumping. You're going to make that sound. That Dixie, I can't do it. I was going to make that horn sound, then I realized I ain't going to be able to do it. I'm going to look stupid. And I know I'm used to looking stupid, but I don't want to look that stupid. So you have General Lee, and Christmas time, you open it up, you're like, that box is shaped like a General Lee. That's got to be a General Lee. There's some boxes shaped like toys. Dolls, action figures. And you open it up, and what is it? Is it a General Lee? No. It's an orange Pinto with a number 10 written on it. Didn't even put a 01 on it. And did you get a Bo and Luke action figure? Oh, no. You got Robert and Gary. Where do you find these toys, Mom? I know where you find them. Family Dollar. Oh, Christmas time. Number 1, you could not wait all Christmas to get your Pac-Man video game watch. This was the days before you could play Pac-Man on your phone and all that. No. You had a Pac-Man watch. You was like, I got to get that. It's going to be awesome. I'm going to be sitting in class. Everybody's going to be doing schoolwork. I'm going to be laid back playing Pac-Man. I'm going to be eating me some Ghost. And you could not wait. All the girls are going to be like, oh, junk kid, let me borrow that watch. Let me watch you eat them ghosts. Let's go on a date so you can tell me about those ghosts eating. But no, it didn't work. You know why? Because you showed up to school because you didn't get your Pac-Man watch. Nope. What did you get? Egg Panic. You got an Egg Panic watch. Amy don't want to go to the skating rink with you for an all-night skate with your Egg Panic watch. Ho, ho, ho. It's Merry Christmas time. Merry Christmas. Ho, ho, ho. Don't forget, we got mugs, shirts, and more at sale at junkmanmerch.com. If you're a fan of our live show, we do bi-weekly. That's going to be this Friday instead of Saturday. Russ and Junkman, two dinosaurs outside of Tasty Freeze. Don't forget that podcast. Don't forget that podcast on wherever you get your podcasts at. Now, I know you're saying, Junkman, you sound like a greedy bastard, that you're like, oh my God, it's the thought that counts. Yes. When you're an adult, when you're a kid, it's not the thought that counts. It's like, give me what's on this list, but don't get me nothing at all. Just send me to an orphanage. If you're not going to get anything on this list, just send me to an orphanage. I'll be better off. Well, you know what you got to do now. For Christmas, I want you to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Come on, it's the least you can do for me. Ho, ho, ho. Until the next video, which will be tomorrow, 2 videos a day, Monday through Friday, noon and 8. You know all this. Junkman, why don't you shut up and end this video? I like talking to you fine folks out there in YouTube land, believe it or not. Tomboy game. Charlotte Ray. General Lee Pinto. I'm getting out of here. I'm going to go buy me a Christmas present. See you later, guys. Goodbye.
Hey, Junkman channel popping though.
Thank you, sir, for that unsolicited testimony.